Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, all those things. Dave Meyer here, Minis by Meyer, working on a chaos night tonight. Just want to remind everybody that you can watch this stream on YouTube, Twitch, as well as Facebook under my name, Minis by Meyer. And then afterwards, they are retained on the YouTube channel, Minis by Meyer. So without further ado, we're going to get started here in just a moment. So this is the Chaos Night that I've been working on. And the rider goes on this horse. So, and this is where I'm There we go, we reconnected. Sorry about that. I don't know why I did that, but looks like I'm getting some lag issues. So if it continues to do that, I'll have to disconnect. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but if I continue to get lag. So starting off with Mornfang Brown, we're working on the Chaos Knight tonight. Got the Chaos Knight. Here's the rider. But here we go. Mornfang Brown. This is to work on adding water. And we're doing the Mornfang to tighten up on the brown paint on the rest of the horse and stuff. So here we go. So I worked on a lot of the hair and stuff yesterday, getting that done. So I will be using an enamel on this. I don't know that I'll get to that tonight though. But yes, I will be using an enamel paint on this for sure. I need to use some black on a couple spots. But yeah, so long week, that's for sure, for me. All right. So I need to do that real quick. We're going to go ahead and get the Pallid Witch Flesh out. This is called Pallid Witch Flesh. I missed the spot. I think I'm going to start highlighting a little bit because I want to get to that. Start working on highlighting stuff. But before I do that, I want to get some the black, more of the black on the horse legs, using Abaddon black on the horse hair. So, okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and do more black. Let's see, Abaddon black. What is the difference between Chaos Black and Abaddon Black? Just curious if anybody knows the answer to that. I've not ever used Chaos Black, come to think of it. Just wondering what the difference is. Thank you for the like, Sean. I've honestly never used Chaos Black. I was just now thinking about that. Well, I might have to get my hands on a supply. So I've been still reading Mortis, the Siege of Terra series. It's the next book that's out right now, and it is really, really interesting. Really, really, really good. I get kind of lost in some of the scenes with the Titans, and I think that's just because I don't know much about them. So I'm really it's at the mercy of my imagination. And being that I don't know much about Titans, kind of makes it hard to appreciate what I'm hearing. But I listen to it on audio. Well, but I mean, it sounds really cool and everything. I'm following the story, so I'm getting that part. Whoops, sorry about that. Oop, almost dropped it. Yep. All right. All right, let's get a brighter red out and do some highlighting now. I'm going to do, okay, so that's, I did Word Bears red. We're using Word Bears red. Okay. And we're going to get a real more true red. What's up, Hector? Welcome, sir. All right, Mephiston red. Well, Hector, you'll be delighted to know that I'm almost done with that Scion commission that I've had. I've been working hard on the guns, magnetizing them, and I finished magnetizing and priming them Thursday and Friday. No, Wednesday and Thursday. So that was a huge relief for me. So now I'm going to finish up painting the weapons, and then I'll be done with it. So, hey, I sent you a message, by the way, on Instagram, dude. You need to check that out. If you can check out that message I sent you, man, might be a good idea for you to. I know you just got you an airbrush, but this is a good little thing going on. Push it this way. Yeah, I knew. I just thought I'd share it with you, man. I thought of you when I saw that, so. Figured you might want to at least see it. I got the what did you pay for your airbrush? Because I got the same one you bought. I think the Patriot is what you bought. I think they got it for like 50, 55 or something.
This is pretty fun.
I like that. No, it's airbrush. Badger's having an airbrush sale right now. It's pretty
The
good.
older ones or the new?
It's a lot of their current models. That's how I got my Sotar. Now the deals aren't as good as what they usually are, but they're pretty solid.
Is this your second coat that you're putting on?
This is highlighting that I'm doing right now for the red on here. It's highlighting. It's the final pass on the highlighting. Are you looking at the right account, Hector? Because you're saying air compressor, and I'm wondering if you're looking at. I did it Hector Boy 40K. that looks pretty good. All right, we're going to start highlighting the brown now. This is going to take a little bit. What you need is we're going to use Mournfang Brown again. Then we're going to get let's see. Yeah, and Xandri Dust. So I'm going to be highlighting the colors of the horse.
I didn't see you paint the silver.
You didn't? I did that yesterday.
Okay. So that wasn't on yesterday's stream?
No, I started it because I didn't like the way the brass was looking.
Right. And it looked kind of pewter.
Yeah, I went over it with another coat.
Colors?
I went over it with another coat because I wanted it to be more silver. It was still not bright enough. So,
What color was it? What did you end up using?
this is Lead Belcher is what I used on it. Lead Belcher color. So what I'm doing now is I am mixing two colors to get a lighter version of the paint color for the horse for highlighting purposes. Okay. All right, I switch brushes now.
What number were you using?
This was a number 3.
So you're switching to what?
I need something small. I'm going to use one of my special brushes. This is a number 1 Winsor Newton series. This is one of my good ones. Okay.
What made you use that brush?
Because I want it to be precise paint strokes. I want precise color.
I saw an interesting paint tray today at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah?
It had a cup, like an actual fastened to one of the trays like that, but there was an actual cup built in to it so that you could put like maybe some liquid watercolors or something and then use the cup in the center to rinse your brush.
Oh, like right here?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Thought that was kind of interesting. I'd never seen anything like that before.
I think you can kind of do that with that cup that I have that goes with this, but it's got a
yeah, but this one was actually like
attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was stable enough for like little kids to not knock over.
Oh, see, now that's a good plus right there.
So I may end up going back and getting it, but
If you guys can hear the voice, that's my wife in the background. So that's Diane. The other half to Minis by Meyer. Let's see. Yeah, all I'm doing right now is I'm highlighting the muscles, working on highlighting all that. You have to imagine the light source hitting it from a specific angle.
I like the way the color of the horse came out.
Yeah, the brown is really, really nice.
How many coats did you have to do for that?
3.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, 3, because that brown is weak. It's weak. I shouldn't say it like that. It just doesn't, it's not opaque enough. So I have to do a couple of coats.
Is that because you use the black?
That's possible. That's possible, a factor. But overall, it's it's I've had it done before, even with a gray primer, where it just doesn't. The Mornfang is a good color, but I don't know what it is. It's just not as opaque as I'd like it to be.
Well, it came out pretty solid.
Yeah, thank you. Oops. It's kind of hard to highlight some of these points because he has so much armor on him. I don't know if you guys can see all the armor he's got, but man, he's chucked full. The other thing is I know that the wash I'm going to use is really going to knock some of that back. It's an enamel. So that's why it's a little bit brighter than I currently want it, but it'll knock back once I get the enamel wash on there.
I think you always make a good point though about being older. I think I'm more able to pay attention to what's going on. Yeah, you can see certain things. Like I feel like I'm actually paying attention to the beat. Yeah, there's a beat to the game. It's all rhythm based. Jalen used to know. He was good at it.
So a little edging. Let's go a little bit brighter on the ears towards the top.
So it looks like you're just lightly tapping.
It is. It's just you're providing a little bit of texture. Not texture, but
So you're not covering.
no, not in this case because I want to. It's going to be darkened up a lot in a couple of steps. And I'm going to hit some spots that I shouldn't, but that's okay. I'm just trying to imagine the light coming straight down on top of it, and I want to hit all those spots that are rising up.
So when you put the paint on the brush for this, did you wipe it off on your hand like you?
No, this is not dry brushing. This is just layering on paint. Hmm?
Just two?
3. No, there. Says I got 3. See, that arm looks pretty good right there. I like the way that came out. I don't know if you can see it. Arm is nicely done. Not arm, leg. So I'm going to airbrush the eyes. They're probably going to be red eyes. So that's definitely going to be a must. All right, we're going to do the chaos symbol now. All we're doing is using the edge of the brush to do all this. We're going to do that in red. What should I do? You think I should change the colors of of these things here, or should I leave them silver, or should I do a different color on those? Right now I'm happy with them, but I feel like they need to be something else, and I don't want to do anything weird.
You talking about the spikes?
Yeah, since they're part of the armor, I think they're okay the way they are. Well, listen, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know. I mean, once you do a wash, what will happen?
It'll line it very well. It'll look good. I was just wondering if I should. Just wondering if I should. So, I'm going to use contrast paints in a little bit.
What does that mean, contrast paints?
You watched my tutorial on last week, or this past week. They are the paint I used, but it is the I guess the easier paint method a lot of people will use. It's a special like ink paint that I have. Makes painting easier. It's really good for beginners, but a lot of people use it for a variety of things. I'm going to be using them on some of the skeletons that are on here.
Yeah, I saw that. I was trying to figure out what that was. It won't really let me zoom in much. Let's see. Now, what color are you using right now?
This is Mephiston red.
Kind of a bright red.
Yeah, it is. It will darken up. As you can see, it's on here.
Oh, it's already on
Yeah,
that
it's on
page?
that. It's on that
On the
cloth.
under? Okay.
Yeah, so it darkens up. It's a weird color. It really is. It looks bright when it goes on, but then softens up. It gets a real matte look.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it is.
Because if I had painted that and saw that color, I would have gotten rid of it.
All right, now we're going to go to contrast. We're going to use, well, it's so appropriately named Skeleton Horde.
Skeleton what?
Horde. It's a name.
That's not what it sounded like you said.
It sounded like I said something else. We're not going to repeat it. But it's Horde. That's what we're going to paint this. Now, this paint is pretty cool because it does some of the work for me.
What do you mean?
It'll actually base coat it, and then also provide a wash at the same time. So watch. So it's provided a little color as well as a wash. I don't know if you can see it on there. I'll just zoom into the camera. Yep, there it is.
Now, what brush are you using now?
Same one that I was. It's Winsor Newton Series 1. Series 7, number 1.
So it looks kind of like a pretty wide brush.
Yeah.
Wow.
So see how what it does is it kind of does a lot of the work for you. It shades it.
Kind of hard to see with it moving like that.
Well, let me get some of it off.
Can you leave one undone so we can see?
No, I've already done them all. So there's some hands over here. No, I'll do something different with those. Hold on a second.
It's kind of hard to focus there for a while.
Yeah. So there.
So you keep
So look.
when you're switching your paint, you're moving your left hand up.
So what it's done is it shaded the skulls, painted them at the same time. Paint and shaded it.
That's cool.
That's what contrast does. And I use it on stuff like this, the little extreme small detail stuff. Let's see, like the skeleton. No. All right. Okay. I'm going to switch over to a different contrast paint. We're going to use what's called let's see if I can find it. This is called Guilliman Flesh. Okay? And that, shake this up. It does a really good job of painting the flesh cones. Now, so you can watch this happen. I'm going to paint the horns that are coming out of his, out of here, out of his, like his joints. Okay, those are bone joints. So I'm going to paint one of those with this color. Do it again. And see what it's done is it's painted just as well as it has shaded it. I don't know if you can see it on the bone. The camera's not picking it up well.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You should be able to see that now. Okay. So,
Keeps dropping me.
yeah, I think I'm getting bad signals. Sorry?
I couldn't see earlier the pieces you were talking about, but I can see them now.
Let's see. I need to touch up on some metals. Um, it's just an alert. So I need to get some lead belcher out. This is my silver paint. We're going to be touching up a lot of the silver. Now I'm going to switch brushes again. Let's leave that one to dry right there. Let's see if I want to use this one. Nope. All right. A little water. Okay.
So what brush did you switch to?
Switch to a 2-0. This is one of my cheap brushes.
Do the numbers mean something, or?
You know, they mean something, but I can't remember what they are. I'll have to get back to you guys on that. But that's a good question. I was just thinking that myself. I was like, I need to know what the numbers mean. I think it has something to do with how long or how wide the brush is, and how long it is. Let's see, touching up.
It's really quiet tonight. Is everyone watching the Olympics?
I think so. It's just really, really quiet. Fridays are usually quiet.
Well, tonight's the opening ceremony.
Oh, is it?
For the Olympics. The 2020 Olympics in 2021.
Well, that's okay. So just doing detail work.
Well, it says there's how many people?
2.
On mine it says this.
I can't tell.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4, 5.
Huh.
How long have you been painting miniatures?
I have been painting minis now I got back into it in 2017.
But when did you start? What was your first?
First was some Stormtrooper minis in 2017. Now, I did paint many years ago. I was painting them. I started with different science fiction types. But I stopped. Life took over. Got busy with things. And it fell to the wayside and forgot about it. Came back to it years later. Stuck with it. Practice, practice, practice. And now here I am. So, yeah.
So when would you say you started, like, originally?
Originally, I would say I started 1993.
So you were just a baby?
No.
Just a wee little baby?
Yeah, no, not quite. I was in my early 20s.
Just a wee lad.
You forget I know how old you are, too.
Yeah, I know. I got jokes for days.
I know.
No, that's a Ted Lasso reference. Just a wee baby.
Did they reveal the episodes today?
Yeah, I haven't watched them, but yeah.
Okay.
There's only 2 that are going to start out. They're going to release 2. And I think they're going to release 1 at a time after that.
Well, that's all right. Okay, so there's that. I'm not painting the eyes.
So that could be another reason you're not having a whole lot of people could be like.
Yeah, they could be watching Ted Lasso.
Could be watching Ted Lasso.
It's okay. I'm just here painting.
So you started about 1993.
Yep.
And then life hit.
Yep. I don't remember what that was, though.
Oh, I don't know, maybe coincidence.
Yeah, see how that skeleton looks now? After all that paint settled? I get real close to him. There he is. That's sharp. I like that.
So what made you decide to come back and start painting miniatures again?
Well, just seeing some of the stuff that I saw that was coming out, the miniatures looked so much better now, so forth.
All right, somebody's playing a game.
So, all right. Somebody won. What in the world? Logan, somebody's Low Ryugan has just got 100,020 sickles. He's gambling again.
Win big, win big. So when you got back into painting, was it hard to get back into it?
Yep.
Nice one-word answer. All right.
It was hard because you lost all your skills that you had before. Any skills you had to go back and retrain yourself, and you had to learn new stuff. And then there was new stuff out, and then you kept comparing yourself to other artists that were already in it for a while, that were good. So yeah, there was a bit of a struggle, and you can always gamble it all away. Better save up.
Nice mini. Way to go. Way to go. Like that answer.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to do some super detail work now. I need to have a brighter.
As opposed to the rest of it?
Yeah, I've got to get the I use this color so it'll show up.
Now this is where I really want to see when you get super detailed. This is something I really struggled with.
I gotta make sure that's. And I'm gonna have to get some more of this color. This batch is not good.
And where did you get that one though?
Picked these up from Montags in Pearland. This is not good. I'm gonna have to switch to something else. Yeah, I'll just switch to something else. I don't know why it's being that way. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's not working.
Who's Grim Mini? Oh, at 8 Ball. Will I sleep well tonight?
Do not ask me such.
Nice answer. Nice answer. Will I sleep well tonight? Oof.
Okay, here comes. I had to switch it up.
Are you switching brushes again?
No. All right, here we go. Going in. Going in.
Whoa. So it says, 8 Ball, will Lola the puppy ever listen to me? Grim Mini points at you with his sickle and says, I think you already know the answer to that one. Somebody's got jokes. Somebody's got jokes.
That's Grim Mini. All right. Here we go. Okay, I think we're to the point where we're going to start using the wash. Yep.
Grim Mini. Grim Mini.
Hey.
Should I gamble all my points again? Nods his head. Sure you can. Gamble it all.
Okay. Let's see. I need. Excuse me. Is there enough in here? Give me that bottle over there, please. No, that one. Yes. Yeah, that's the one I use. All right, switching paints.
So, some of them you said you got at Montag's,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a local place.
Yep.
So, if I'm not close to you, where else do people go? Do you buy this stuff on Amazon?
You can buy this stuff on Amazon, as well as you can also go to different game stores locally, like Miniature Market. They have a lot of these supplies that you can use. So yeah, Miniature Market has a lot of good stuff that you can use. But I love I prefer to buy local first. Support local businesses.
Like a small business?
Yep. The only thing I don't buy from a local business is this stuff, the AK Interactive. The guy that I go to all the time, he doesn't carry that. All right, here we go. We're using an enamel. Okay, we're gonna mess this up. Yeah, it's looking pretty nasty. Smells too. Got a funny smell. What color should the eyes be? What do y'all think? Give me some ideas on the eyes.
Lola, where'd you go? Lola, where'd you go?
Why wouldn't they be black or brown?
Well, because it's chaos, it's going to be somewhat possessed by an evil spirit to some extent.
Now, do you, in the horse mane, do you have some of the chestnut color as well? As
No,
the
I'm going
black?
to airbrush that in later.
Oh, okay. Is
Much-
she coming up here?
I gambled on my points and I lost.
I saw that.
I lost 1,400 points.
Tell Lola she can come up.
Lola. Lola.
I mean, she has her own Instagram page, so she can join.
As long as she doesn't, you know.
I have a feeling she'd bring about 1,000 viewers.
I don't want to be in front.
Just put her right here.
No.
Lola! Come here, girl.
Yeah.
What? Come here. You're not in trouble. She's like, I'm not in trouble. Alright, here's your special viewer.
All right, Lola. Lola's here. Lola's here. What's up, Lola? Hmm? What's up? Huh?
Are you nervous?
Oh, you don't like to be on camera? What? Nah, that's not you. Crazy little puppy.
Alright, your viewers just spiked up.
Same with,
She's like, I know, I'm not supposed to be here.
Mom just making you aware.
Oh. Who did that? The superstar?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the spray.
Where is it?
It's downstairs, under the sink. Superstar.
It also deleted my messages on there somehow.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. I was kind of wondering about that. All of a sudden it popped up, deleted, deleted, deleted. Said he was a spammer.
Next time touch this, what do you do?
There she is. Okay. We got her worked up now.
Thought you were talking about Lola. There she is.
Okay, that was an enamel called Winter Streaking Grime. It's a dark green, a very dark green color. And what I'm going to do now is use a hairdryer on it to accelerate the drying process so that we can, oops, missed a spot. Hold on. I can move some of this around. It takes a little while to dry, so we're going to accelerate it with the hairdryer. All right. So now what you do is unplug the black. See the one with the yellow light?
Oh, this isn't plugged in?
No, unplug the, because, oh, that'll work too. Okay, hold on. I got a block camera here.
Well, you have to go off the camera.
I'll blow everything. All right. Here comes the fun stuff. It's a nasty looking bowl, but it'll do. Okay, now what we're going to do is use mineral spirits and Q-tips.
You're going to use what?
Mineral spirits and Q-tips.
What is mineral spirits?
It is what is this? Well, first of all, it's danger, harmful or fatal if swallowed. It's a oil-based solvent. I believe it's called a solvent. It's a chemical. You don't want to consume it, but for the purpose of painting.
Which is interesting, they call it a spirit.
Yeah, well. So what we're going to do now is, you may want to watch this. It's pretty cool. So it is dry, and I'm going to reactivate the paint by using the spirits. Sounds weird when I say that, but now it's going to start pulling it away. And what this is doing is it's creating a saturation of color as well as a wash at the same time, and it gives it a very gritty look, which is the look that we're trying to go for. Because this is a horse that goes into battle, so you need it to look worn. I've seen a couple battles, dirt, grime. See how it pulls the paint away? Or not the enamel away? Watch. See how it's dark? I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit right here. See, the horse's face looks black right now. I'm going to brighten it up. I'm going to use hidden on the skeleton. There we go. It's coming back to life.
So you're saying it was kind of a flat, now it's
Yeah, now it's got a lot of different.
dimension to it?
Yep. And this is it's a wash as well as it adds saturation of color. So this is what it did look like after I put the wash on. This is what it looks like now. See that? That's after the wash, and then mineral spirits.
Can you bring it in a little bit to the camera so you can...
So this is with the mineral spirits on it. Okay? This is what it looked like before the mineral spirits. It's very dark. This is after I put the wash on it. You can hardly tell. It just looks like a black horse. There's paint underneath that. What I have to do is reveal the paint by wiping it off with the spirits. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm dabbing it away. It's like if you watch, so look at the heads that are on here. There's 3 little heads that are right there. Let it lock in on them. So get them. They're right here, right here.
You talking
Okay.
about the skeleton?
Skulls. Okay, I said heads, but skulls, whatever. Now, when I'm going to use the mineral spirits on them, watch. There they are. You can see them now.
So was there someone that you watched that you learned some of these techniques from?
I've watched several different artists to do a lot of different things. This technique I learned specifically from, is a weird name, but his name is Zach Gascoon, is what I learned this from, this technique. This is actually called a reductive technique because you're, in essence, pulling the wash away, or the paint enamel, you're pulling it away. It's creating both a wash as well as a saturation of color.
Are there different colors of this, or do they all come in the same color?
I have brown, I have green, I can make my own.
So it's the wash.
Yeah, it's a wash, but it's different than you spread it all over and that's, you know, and you just let it dry. This one, you spread it all over, you let it dry, and then you pull it away. I like this technique a lot better than using a regular wash.
And why do you use a Q-tip?
Because it allows me to control the how much of the wash I want to pull away, rather than just coating it all over the place, like a lot of people will do with a wash. Not a lot, but some people will do. I can control it this way a lot better, and it comes out a lot more refined. You can create some really interesting effects by using 2 different colors of the enamel as well.
Is it easier to control with the Q-tip than a paintbrush?
Yep, because you can dab it. Paintbrush you can't dab. I mean, you can. You're going to ruin it though. Now I can use a paintbrush for like tight to reach spots and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I don't need to do that on this one. See, I'm just barely hitting the bottom, just dabbing barely. And when it dries, it'll look very matte finished, look really nice. All the highlights that I did, they start to pop out. So I'm gonna hit it with the hair dryer again. There she is. Very matte looking, very dirty. The metal looks very worn. Right here. It's very worn. Okay.
Well, the spirits look like sewage water.
Yep. It's very gritty, dirty, grimy.
Very Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that's true. I can add a brown wash to it as well. I'm not going to. I will highlight now, edge highlight a lot of spots. So I'm going to do that in just a moment, but it'll actually bring the silver out. So we're going to do that now. We're going to use a very bright silver. It's called Stonehouse Silver. This is pretty, very pretty silver. All right, Stonehouse Silver. Here we go.
But we're using me first. Like the video, but I'm good. I don't think you can hold it up.
Okay, hold on. It's really funny, but I feel like I'm gonna fart in my face.
Yeah, we did. I already held her up. You want it to be stable at night.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
You would just have to set it for like a 10-second timer, or someone else would have to. Wait, let me make sure I can get on without. Yeah, this is very exciting. Did I grab my phone right?
to shake my butt.
When I said act bad, you said 1 0. No, you're like, no, wait. Yeah,
I'm about to fart.
no, you're just farting.
I'm not going to, okay?
Oh, no. You want it right here.
Okay, I need you to do that back arrow at the very top left of the screen. Top left of the screen. And hit the X button again. X button. Start. And then on your
I just realized that there's holes in my stuff.
boom.
Oh.
Forget again. Start time. Yeah, I don't need to.
Your butt hurts right in my face.
Oh.
It was like right here. Your back.
My leg!
Your little wobbly shoulders hurt so bad. My whole back. My legs feel so weird because they were like right here. And my hair. I just wish I had a hat. My hair's like on me. I look like that girl from the movie. My legs feel like weird for walking on them.
Oh, I should this one.
Oh my god, I feel a problem. Oh my god, you do not follow me.
Yes, I do. That Theros, I do. I kind of just really don't do a standards. I just kind of just try to paint which the way you want it. But yes, I do. I do commissions. This is a commission actually that I'm working on now. So this is the Chaos Horse that I'm working on, the rider here. If you got something you want me to take a look at, I'll be happy to do that. You can message me through Instagram and look at some of my other stuff that I've done. My Instagram is Minis by Meyer. You can reach out to me there. I'll be happy to, take a look at what you got, or we can talk about it here. We can discuss price offline, of course, and whatnot. But absolutely. Oh, you have? Okay. Cool, man. Well, thank you. I just like to paint and enjoy it, and I try to help other people learn to paint. And if they don't want to, I'll do it for them. And I try to be a little modest with the charges and so forth. So, but yeah, if you want to talk about something, you can hit me up on my Instagram, bud. Minis by Meyer. That's my pretty much my primary go-to. I answer all my messages. You have Instagram?
You want the bottom?
Cool. Yeah. Then yeah, just we can talk about it. I'm all ears, man. I'll see what you got. But yeah, so you know, like if you were to hire me for something, I'd paint it like this probably. Just as good. Maybe better. I just try to give you the best I can. I don't really do specific levels. I know a lot of artists do that. I don't do it. But there are times where people would say, hey, I just need this done, and I'll do it. Like the April O'Neil figure I did. Oh, cool. Yeah, Kravix Discord, that's one of the, man, I'll tell you, that Discord right there is really a good Discord. Kravix is really, I like that Discord. But if, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Minis by Meyer, as well as Instagram and Twitch. I wonder if I should do that. Yeah, I'm going to do it. There it is. Go ahead and do this. Well, let's, I'd be all down for that, man. You know, Legion stuff is pretty cool. I love the paint and the Legion stuff. I did a whole, you probably saw it on Kravik. I posted it there. The Star Wars Legion set that I painted for charity. That's up for grabs right now through the Nova Open Charitable Foundation. You can get that. So, so if you want Rebels painted, yeah, definitely. We can definitely talk about that through Instagram and stuff. Rebel stuff is cool to paint. I did some Rebels last year. I did Rebels. I did some Clone Troopers, a lot of Clone Troopers recently. But yeah, I did some Rebels. Man, they were a blast paint. They were kind of woodsy style and so forth. But yeah, definitely be able to help you with that. We can talk about it on there. So that'd be cool. Let's see. Let's go with I'm going to go with, I want a dark gray, and that's the Eshin gray. Or we can talk about it through Discord and direct chat too, if you want. I'm available on there as well as Minis by Meyer. I'm on Discord, Minis by Meyer, through so forth. Okay. Yeah, we can start talking about it whenever you're ready, bud. No problem. You know, and I try to stream 3 times a week, and then I do tutorials on Tuesday nights, Tutorial Tuesday, and I do different topics. I'm probably going to do I haven't decided on my next topic yet, but this past Tuesday I did contrast paints. Before that was dry brushing. So I take requests on the topic of that. I may not do it that next weekend, but I had a guy talk to me about contrast paints this past week, and he goes, man, I really wish I could see some more on it. I said, you know what? Watch me on next week on Tuesday, and you'll see some stuff. So that's what I did. I did that specifically for him. So happy to do it for anybody. If it's something I know how to do. Now, if you ask me to do NMM, non-metallic metal, I'm not ready to do that. I've not practiced it enough. I want to learn that. I'm not there yet. I've been looking at it and thinking on it. I mull things over a little bit, sometimes too much. Yep, that's cool, man. Just hit me up when you're ready. I got the Bob Ross. You are the second person that said that, man. I'm serious. Thank you for the laugh, man. Yeah, my wife was on here earlier. Oh man. All right, well we'll go with the Bob Ross, man. Hey, that's a compliment. Yeah, my wife she likes jumping in here sometimes. She's a hoot. She's a hoot. So, all right, man. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. That Theros, I do appreciate you coming in here. Hit me up, man. We'll work something out, okay? Um, don't be bashful. Just ask me questions or whatever, and I appreciate you reaching out to me like that. Really, really kind. But I am going to check out. But I do appreciate everybody that stopped by. Again, my name is Minis by Meyer. Well, I'm Minis by Meyer, but my name is David Meyer. Miniature painter, paint commissions as well as do tutorials. YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, you can catch me all there. Any questions or comments or concern, you can hit me up in any one of those places. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a great night.